everybody. It's Jeff McKerley here, and I have the honor of stepping in today for story time. And this has become one of my favorite things to do. Hi, Nicholas Faircloth. I hope you're doing well today. I have a book for the little littles today that Arden really loved when she was that size. She's not that size anymore. But hello, Caitlin and Adina. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. I'm going to read these three books. This says Chop, Simmer, Season, and to this day, my child loves to cook because of this book, I think. Maybe. Yeah, pretty sure. Okay. All right. So join us. So this is my one of my favorites as well. So at the beginning of Chop, Simmer, Season by Alexa Brandenberg, there is a little menu here. And on the menu, there is a basket of fresh baked breads, top-notch minestrone, garden greens, grilled trout with harvest vegetables, strawberry layer cake, cherry chocolate cupcakes, and apricot tart. Some people say apricot. I say apricot. I don't know. Anyway, so this is our little book for the littles. So there's our menu, Chop, Simmer, Season. And these two people are going to the restaurant, which is called the Top Notch Restaurant, right there. And we turn the page and yawn, stretch. You think it's the morning? Measure, sift. Hi, Nick Arapoglu. Mix, knead. Rise, melt. What do you think they're melting? Butter? Yummy. Beat. Bake. Yum. Chop. Simmer. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Seamus. Hi, Anita. Season. Hi, Mark Schroeder. Hi, Taylor. Taste. Peel. Mash. Fillet. Slice. Grill. Can you hear it on the grill? Saute. Toss. Dress. That was for Nick. Dress. Garnish. Serve. Eat. And eat. Look at him eating. Look at all of them eating. Sweep. Scrub. And yawn. Stretch. They're leaving the restaurant. Isn't that a fun book? That's fun. Teaches you how to kind of cook a little, or maybe just season. So that was Chop, Simmer, Season by Alexa Brandenberg. For the little littles. Little littles. All right. And now one of my favorites by Dr. Seuss. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Hi, Steve Hornibrook. I have two feeds going right now. I have my own personal page and also on the Atlanta Artist Relief Fund page. So if you know anything about the Atlanta Artist Relief Fund, that is to help all those artists who are now out of work and maybe need food or other things to happen. And it's an amazing group of people that have gotten together, and this is just one of the ways that I help them out is by volunteering to do story time, to give all of those parents a little break during the day, so that because it's difficult when you're not going to work anymore. So this is Dr. Seuss. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Hi, Veronica Durr. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're having story time with your little one. This book is old, so if it falls apart on me, it is not my problem. I'm gonna pick up the pages and throw confetti everywhere. All right, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Thank you, Steve. Black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. See the little baby? This one has a little star. This one has a little car. Say, what a lot of fish there are. Yes, some are red and some are blue. Some are old and some are new. Some are sad. Hi, Melissa Stanley. And some are glad. And some are very, very bad. Why are they sad and glad and bad? I do not know. Go ask your dad. Some are thin and some are fat. The fat one has a yellow hat, very stylish. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. Here are some who like to run. They run for fun in the hot, hot sun. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. What a lot of funny things go by. Some have 2 feet and some have 4. Some have 6 feet and some have more. Where do they come from? I can't say, but I bet they have come from a long, long way. We see them come, we see them go. Some are fast and some are slow. Some are high and some are low. Not one of them is like another. Don't ask us why. Go ask your mother. Say, look at his fingers. 1, 2, 3. How many fingers do I see? Strange. 11. This is something new. I wish I had 11 too. Gotta fix my, sorry. Here we go. Bump, bump, bump. Did you ever ride a wump? We have a wump with just 1 hump. But we know a man called Mr. Gump. Mr. Gump has a 7-hump wump. So, if you like to go bump, bump, just jump on the hump of the wump of Gump. Who am I? My name is Ned. I do not like my little bed. This is no good. This is not right. My feet stick out of bed all night. And when I pull them in, oh dear, my head sticks out of bed up here. That's great. Just get another bed. We like our bike. It's made for 3. Our Mike sits up and back. You see? There's Mike. You can tell it's Mike. It says Mike. We like our Mike, and this is why. Mike does all the work when the hills get high. I need Mike around. Hello there, Ned. How do you do? Tell me, what is new? How are things in your little bed? What is new? Please tell me, Ned. I do not like this bed at all. A lot of things have come to call. A cow, a dog, a cat, a mouse. Oh, what a bed. Oh, what a house. Oh dear, I cannot hear. Will you please come over near? Will you please look in my ear? There must be something there, I fear. What do you think it is? Say, look, a bird was in your ear. But he is out, so have no fear. Again, your ear can hear, my dear. Thank God. My hat is old. My teeth are gold. I have a bird I like to hold. My shoe is off. My foot is cold. My shoe is off. My foot is cold. I have a bird I like to hold. My hat is old. My teeth are gold. And now my story is all told. We took a look. We saw a nook. On his head he had a hook. On his hook he had a book. And on his book was How to Cook. I wonder if it was chopped simmer season. We saw him sit and try to cook. He took a look. And the book let's try that again. We saw him sit and try to cook. He took a look at the book on the hook. But a nook can't read, so a nook can't cook. So, what good to a nook is a hook cookbook? Got that one right. The moon was out, and he saw some sheep. We saw some sheep take a walk in their sleep. By the light of the moon, by the light of a star, they walked all night from near to far. I would never walk. I would take a car. I do not like this one so well. All he does is yell, yell, yell. Like Nick Arapoglu. Yell, yell, yell. I will not have this one about. When he comes in, I put him out. This one is quiet as a mouse. I like to have him in the house. Well, of course, he's quiet. At our house, we open cans. We have to open many cans. Hi, Mark Schroeder. And that is why we have a Zans. That is a Zans right there. A Zans for cans is very good. Have you a Zans for cans? You should. I like to box. How I like to box. So every day I box a gox. In yellow socks I box my gox. I box in yellow gox box socks. It is fun to sing if you sing with a ying. My ying can sing like anything. I sing high and my ying sings low. And we are not too bad, you know. Not too good either. This one I think is called a yink. He likes to wink. He likes to drink. He likes to drink and drink and drink. The thing he likes to drink is ink. The ink he likes to drink is pink. He likes to wink and drink pink ink. So, if you have a lot of ink, then you should get a yink, I think. Hi, Harmony and Amanda. So glad you're here. I loved your story, by the way. And I have something for you after this one. Hip, hop, hop. I'm a yop. All I like to do is hop from finger top to finger top. I hop from left to right and then hop, hop, I hop right back again. I like to hop all day and night, from right to left and left to right. Why do I like to hop, hop, hop? I do not know. Go ask your pop. Hi, Tony Smithy. Brush, 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 comb, 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 comb. Blue hair is fun to brush and comb. All girls who like to brush and comb should have a pet like this at home. Look at that pet. It's tiny. With lots of combing and brushing. Who is this pet? Say, he is wet. You never yet met a pet, I bet, as wet as they let this wet pet get. Did you ever fly a kite in bed? Did you ever walk with 10 cats on your head? There. Did you ever milk this kind of cow? Well, we can do it. We know how. If you never did, you should. These things are fun. And fun is good. Hello, hello, are you there? Hello. I called you up to say hello. I said hello. Can you hear me, Joe? Yes, Steve Hornibrook, I'm wondering what happened to the fish too. Oh no, I cannot hear your call. I cannot hear your call at all. This is not good. And I know why. A mouse has cut the wire. Goodbye. From near to far, from here to there, funny things go everywhere. These yellow pets are called the Zeds. They have one hair upon their heads, like me. Their hair grows fast, so fast, they say. They need a haircut every day. Who am I? My name is Ish. On my hand, I have a dish. I have this dish to help me wish. When I wish to make a wish, I wave my hand with a big swish, swish. Then I say, I wish for fish, and I get fish right on my dish. So, if you wish to wish a wish, you may swish for fish with my ish wish dish. At our house, we play out back. We play a game called Ring the Gack. Would you like to play this game? Come down. We have the only gack in town. Look what we found in the park in the dark. We will take him home. We'll call him Clark. Hi, Preston and Michael. We will live at our house. He will grow and grow. Will our mother like this? We don't know. And now, good night. It's time to sleep. So we will sleep with our pet Zeep. Today is gone. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one. Every day from here to there, funny things go everywhere. And that is the end of our one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish who suddenly disappeared in the book. And no one knows where they went. Where do you think they went? Maybe they just went to sleep. Maybe they went from here to there. Maybe they went everywhere. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about it. All right, so since my friend Harmony is watching, if you don't know Harmony, the last time that I read The Adventures of Harold and the Purple Crayon, she wrote her own story about Harmony and the Pink Crayon, and it was lovely. So I'm going to read another Harold's Fairy Tale from The Adventures of Harold and the Purple Crayon by Crockett Johnson. We have, let's see, Yes. Here we go. All right. Harold's Fairy Tale. That's what we're reading. So if you don't know Harold, he has a purple crayon and he likes to draw everything where he goes. So he draws everything. So what will you draw? All right. Here we go. One evening, Harold got out of bed, took his purple crayon and the moon along, and went for a walk in an enchanted garden. Nothing grew in it. If he hadn't known it was an enchanted garden, Harold scarcely would have called it a garden at all. Doesn't look like a garden. To find out what the trouble was, Harold decided to ask the king. Kings live in large castles. Harold had to make sure the castle was big enough to be the king's. He didn't want to waste time talking to any princess or earls or dukes. This was a king's castle, all right. It had tall towers and a big drawgate to keep out people the king didn't want to see. Thank you, Nick. But when the drawgate was drawn closed, it kept Harold out too. Harold shouted for the king to come down and let him in, but the gate didn't open. He walked along the edge of the enchanted garden beside the smooth wall of the castle until he thought of his purple crayon. Crayon? 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 Crayon. I always say crayon. I'm Southern. What can I say? A person smaller than a very small mouse would be able to get in. Without even bending, he walked into a very small mouse hole. He walked through the mouse hole into the castle. He invited the mouse in too, but the mouse preferred to stay outside. As he gazed around inside the big castle, Harold felt very tiny. And the king might not pay much attention to anybody who was smaller than a mouse, so Harold used his purple crayon again. He made sure he was as tall as 4.5 steps of stairs, his usual height. Then he climbed up the stairs looking for the king. Look how tall you are. There he goes. He went up and up and up until he got so tired he couldn't climb another step. Luckily, there were no more steps. He had reached the top. He still couldn't find the king, but he remembered kings sat on thrones. He has a good memory. The king's throne looked very comfortable. Harold thought the king wouldn't mind if he rested a few minutes. He sat on the throne, wondering what it was like to be a king and to wear a crown. What do you think that's like? He tried it with the king's crown. It was all right for a while, but the crown began to feel heavy. So Harold put it on the king's head. As he thanked the king for the loan of the crown, he noticed the king looked sad, no doubt because of the garden. Remember the garden? He asked the king if the trouble was due to a witch or a giant. The king couldn't say which. He looked sad and helpless. Evidently, the giant, or witch, if the king couldn't tell which it was invisible. But Harold told the king not to worry. What do you think he's going to do? He set off to find the invisible witch or giant, brandishing his purple crayon. And accidentally, it made a hole in the wall. The accident embarrassed Harold, but the hole was the handiest way out of the castle, and he climbed through it. Then he looked down from the other side of the hole, and he realized he had forgotten how high up he was. He needed something tall to climb down on, something as tall as a steeple. To fill the hole in the castle, Harold put a handsome and useful clock in it. He was surprised to see how late it was. Look how late it is. He slid down the steeple to find the invisible witch, or giant, right away. It wasn't a steeple. It was a pointed hat. You know what a steeple is? It's like the top of the church, like where the top of the church, that's the steeple. So it wasn't a steeple, it was a pointed hat. It was a giant witch. The purple crayon made it plain. It was an invisible giant witch. Well, no wonder nothing grew in the enchanted garden. How could anything grow? Harold said to himself, with a giant witch tramping around with big feet. Look at those big feet. Now that he saw what the trouble was, all Harold had to do was drive the witch out of the enchanted garden. You're so funny, Steve. Mosquitoes, mosquitoes, Harold knew, will drive anybody out of a garden. Ooh, I hate mosquitoes. The mosquitoes drove out the witch. They also were driving Harold out of the garden. He had to make smoke to get rid of the mosquitoes. And once he had heard somebody say that where there's smoke, there must be fire. To put out the fire, he first thought of fire engines, but he decided to make rain. Rain was easier. The rain soaked everything, Harold too. But, he said, it's good for the flowers. He was right. Soon, there were flowers. There they are. Beautiful flowers popped up all over the enchanted garden, more than Harold was able to count, all in gorgeous bloom. Harold thought how delighted and how happy the king would be when he looked out from the castle in the morning. And then, amazingly, the last flower turned out to be not a flower at all, but a lovely fairy. She held out her magic wand, as fairies always do when they're giving someone wishes that will come true. Harold couldn't think of a thing to wish for, but, to be polite, he took one wish and told the fairy he'd use it later. Besides, Harold thought, as he started on his long walk home, a wish might come in handy sometime. After all the excitement, he suddenly felt tired, and he stopped to rest a while. He sat on a small rug because the ground was still somewhat damp from the rain, and he wished. Remember that wish? He wished the rug was a flying carpet. At once, Harold felt it rise in the air. It flew fast and high. But when it went so fast it left the moon behind, Harold realized he didn't know how to stop the carpet or even slow it down. He wished he had taken 2 wishes from the fairy so he could wish the flying carpet would land. But he did have his purple crayon. He landed the flying carpet in his living room, right behind the high-backed chair his mother sat in, knitting. And he asked her to read him a story before he went back to bed. The end. That's the end of Harold's adventure with the king and the castle and the garden and the rain and the flowers and the fairy and the wishes. There was a lot going on in that book, wasn't there? All right. That was my 3 books today. I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you for tuning in if you tuned in, and if you didn't, you can tune in anytime on my page, which shows everything backwards, Steve Hornibrook, and this page, which is the Atlanta Artist Relief Fund. So if you have a time that you can check out that page and see all the wonderful things that they're doing, that would be awesome. That is it. I'm back on April the 4th. That is a Saturday at 5 p.m. sharp. I wonder what I will be reading. If you have any ideas, let me know. I don't know that I have them, but who knows. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you later all. Bye!